context, I, 17F, have always had some dislike toward this kid. We'll call him L, 17M, think. In middle school, he was the kid who would run through the hallways screaming bloody murder, which very much so was more strange than scary but was one of the first reasons I was wary of him. Another thing is that he's known to be very, very sexist, to the point where we were all convinced he hates women and was gay. I share a class with him called Criminal Justice that was 3 periods junior year and is 4 senior year, which is what I'm in now. In Criminal Justice, we'll occasionally go outside and play around in the woods with airsoft pew-pews. Well, last year me and my friends K, F17 and G, M17, as well as L, were in the woods on a path that we weren't completely sure where it led to. So about halfway through the path we decided to turn around and head back, since we didn't know where we were going. So K told L that we were going to turn around and head back since we didn't know where we were going. L proceeded to turn around and shuffle run the opposite direction we had told him we were going to turn around and head back since we didn't know where we were going. L proceeded to turn around and shuffle run the opposite direction we had told him we were going. We just watched him go for a second and then shrugged and went the way we had told him we were going. He ended up not coming back. He didn't die or anything. This kid walked this almost 10-mile twisty-turny trail and ended up at the middle school, which is up the hill. The hill isn't very big. It takes like 10 seconds to get from the bottom to the top in a bus and like less than 2 minutes walking from the high school. And just sat there. We spent almost 2 class periods looking for this MF in the woods because he decided that instead of just walking down the hill to high school to let us know he was good, he would just sit there and wait. So when they found him, they walked him back down to the HS, and when I got down there, I walked over to him and went, "What the hell, L?" And he turned around and stomped away and had a temper tantrum. Well, flash forward to this year, a couple months ago. He emailed me to tell me that there was a Halloween party you would like for me to go to him, with which I didn't end up going to, and to tell me that I was the only female he had ever considered a friend. I ended up declining as politely as I could, and I did tell him that I was extremely sorry, but I did not want to pursue a friendship with him. Well, a couple months go by, and he left a note with a teacher to give to me, which she did reluctantly, but I ended up throwing the note away. So he emailed me again. Twice. The first email was about the note. Then he asked me to sit next to him, and he asked me to come with him at the end of the day to a different classroom, and then he sent me another email 20 minutes later before I had opened the first one. The second email basically said, "Ignore the first email, as I know you won't care what it says anyways. You're the only girl LV ever liked. I would like you to be my first girlfriend and go to prom with me." There was a PowerPoint attached called "Why I Like You," and he told me not to laugh or show anyone. He worked really hard on it. I didn't laugh or show anyone, mostly BC it wouldn't load, but also because I was disturbed. I have never spoken to this guy beyond a thank you for holding the door open, and that one "what the hell," even though he was in a class with me sophomore year, and he sat right next to me. Biggest ick I've ever gotten was when one of the popular guys in that class said something or was being loud of WTV, and L said something about him that included the words, "those people," with a sneer on his face and so much holier than thou in his voice it made me want to hit him. And he said it like I would relate, as if we were a different category than them. So naturally, I emailed him back and told him I was sorry, I don't like him, I hope he finds someone else, but it's not me. I have no interest in a romantic or platonic relationship with him, and to please not contact me again. I've copy and pasted the response he sent with names changed for privacy purposes. I stated I wouldn't go with anyone else, but I understand. I hope we can at least still be friends. I expected you to at least have a boyfriend already, and am not sad at all that I was turned down. Thanks for acknowledging the question and respecting my efforts. I appreciate you tried looking in the PowerPoint. It was a lot to make. Making each individual slide unique in its own way was a very annoying task. Prom mystery poems docs. Just for your viewing purposes, these were the riddles I had in store for you. You should have been given the first line by Mrs. H. Going to K was something I did not expect you to do, but something you did. Me and him are friends, but only 3 people genuinely knew of this, me excluded. Mrs. H, Mr. K, and H. I again. Hope we can still at least be friends. And would at least appreciate it if you sat by me in criminal justice. Being beside nobody isn't the best thing. And, in all honesty, I don't like / trust T or J. They kind of scare me sometimes. Answers to the riddles in order. Mr. K's classroom, tape, 2 tiny plastic ducks, and Mr. K himself. I wanted it to be as hard as possible without you or anyone knowing, and I kind of knew the first clue I kind of slipped in was going to stump you. Mr. K can take an insult so by weighing a ton, you had 2 choices, him and Mr. L, and is Mr. L fun? I don't think so. As for prom, that some time is very little time I have. My decision must be final by the start of Halloween since buying a tux for prom is much more difficult than trying and wearing dresses, or so I was told from my mother. I won't find anyone else since my distrust is great towards the people around me. I always carry sharpened pencils in case someone goes in for a word I can't say in this sub. I have a way of self-defense. Even if I get arrested, after all, self-defense is self-defense. Fight with survival in mind. That aside, you said something about people liking me. I have to ask who, since there is nobody desperate enough to ask a disabled kid out, and if they do, it is highly likely I will be used as a tool for them to slip in with someone else for cheating. PL used as a tool for anyone. My nature at school and home are much more different. Sorry for not replying sooner. I respect your decision and will see you 6th period. If I look sad, it isn't because of you. It's because Caden shown me something beyond stupid and am questioning my faith in humanity, as I often do. If you would like to speak with me, you can add me on Facebook. Just know my profile pic is me with my hoodie, glasses in hand, and black sweatpants. My sister took that photo and now moved away just yesterday. I am hoping yet again we can at least be friends. Assuming from you not mentioning any of that, at least I think no, but one cannot be down on himself 24/7. I see some hope that you will at least be my friend. Sincerely, L's whole name. P.S. If you do sit by me 6th to 9th, I will show you the PowerPoint and Word document if it doesn't open, so yeah. Then the other day, he was playing volleyball with my friends, K and G, and our other friend M, 17 believe, when my friend K hit the ball, and it went the wrong direction. I was like, can't you ever hit it right? Or something like that, which is ironic considering he's terrible at volleyball. So M was like, oh, I wouldn't mess with her, buddy, she can be kinda ruthless. And I was like, well, I'm more ruthless. I poked my dad with a sharp object. And then he proceeded to make a paper, sharp object, and carry it around all day. So yeah, he freaks me out, and I'm LWK scared of what he'll do if I ever have to reject him in person. But my mom says I'm in a holy for not going with him. BC, he looks like he's been bullied. Her words, not mine, and says I'm an even bigger holy for not even wanting to be his friend. So I came here for some second opinions. AITA?